Hello everybody, Noblish is live. Fixing last things. Alright, election events. Why don't we take this beautiful ship for a spin? So, obviously what I picked to do is exploration. You can see already progress, 350 points going towards this 1000 beautiful beautiful yacht. So I don't think I have a good use for this ship so far. It just it just looks very exotic and I like the color. But honestly, I have my doubts over who was the presidential candidate that I picked. Is Tenzin, Lucas Tenzin, this guy. And that happened to me after I actually watched a video from Ashtarothi. He's one of the deepest lore diver here in EVE. All my English-speaking audience, you guys probably know the guy, and he has an awesome channel on YouTube where he actually goes into all lore topics of EVE, including that particular one where he actually went pretty deep on each candidate. So that lady right here, Roden, I was right about her. She's just a warmonger, which is pretty much dragging. At least that's what it seems to me. She's dragging Gallente Federation into this war state with Caldari again, which I don't think it's gonna be interesting for us as players. That's one. And the second one, lore-wise, if you really think about this world, what do you want another endless war right in the middle of the Empire? I don't think that's what you want for people of EVE. Now, Tenzin looked very good on the surface, but when I heard what Ashtarothi has to say about this guy, as like, he's totally, you're right. he's a populist. He's a populist, and he's just going after, I don't know, I guess, people who has it hard in the Gallente Federation, which is pretty much everybody over there, right? Like a work class. And a lady who I actually reconsidered my opinion about is that Morrow. She's not as bad as I thought she was in the beginning, because you know, you have to think about her not as a regular guy like you and me right now, but as a capsuleer. And I have to admit that as a capsuleer, I would probably definitely go after what she has to offer for EVE Online. First of all, it's like go into research about the rock drones, and yeah, it's she's kind of going away from a democracy, from a democratical approach to more like elite managing, and I think this is what EVE is all about. And as a capsuleer, I would probably go after what she was offering in her election campaign. I'm just honest with myself. When at the moment, I'm definitely like all my sympathies going to Tenzin, this Lucas Tenzin guy. But I think she is the most Morrow. She's the most interesting candidate for it. But you know, you cannot reverse that, and I'm okay with still voting for Tenzin. But if you're on the edge, please read a little deeper, because I was surprised at EVE Online website, the official website, it actually has a pretty good dive into their campaign, unlike this very first title page where they have a description of this, like very brief, very top surface description of the candidates. They actually have more details into it. You just have to look deeper into a website, you'll find it. And it gives you a little bit of a lore of how they give interviews, what kind of campaign they have, and who is behind them. Because Roden, this girl is a, you know, oligarchy, lobbyist, capital, you know, big money. That's what you can tell about her. And there is nothing good about it. It doesn't matter if we talk about now or in the future. It's never good for anybody. This guy saying he's all for people, but you know, whoever was saying that throughout the whole history of humankind appeared to be not 100% truthful, right? And at least this psycho girl in the middle, she has something interesting to offer. First of all, figure out what the rock drones are all about, and then there was another thing that I liked about her. But okay, like for me as a player, probably rock drones would be the number one thing to dive into. Let me see, maybe I can find what exactly was it about Morrow. Prompting radical Democrat reform. Adicious, what's up? Thank you for joining. I'm just looking at the candidates one more time, sharing my thoughts about this Lucas Tenzin guy, as well as this Morrow, because I think if you still didn't make your choice, I think Morrow is the most interesting candidate out of them all. So she's prompting radical democratic reform, greater local autonomy, and unrestricted scientific exploration. If you go a little deeper on website of EVE Online, you can actually find the details on what exactly she's after. Yeah, but I think research into the rock drones is a very interesting part. All that AI stuff is fascinating. All right, but for now, out of the program, I think I'll go after exploration a little more, even though it's pretty boring, I have to admit, because look at that. All that you're picking from these data sites is these items, drone iteration data. Yeah, isn't one of the candidates running on a slogan, Make Gallente Caldari again? Yeah, more corporate power. And that's exactly the candidate who I actually disregard the most, is that Roden. I think that's what's her name. First of all, it's like she's like straightforward representative of oligarchy right there. It's a big money corporation. And it's just another Caldari state, which she wants to turn Gallente into, plus dragging the whole federation into war, coming back to this tragic page of history, which I don't think is a good. But all right, enough talk. Let's go see if any of the data sites are still remaining. So even though I mentioned it's pretty boring, to be honest, just to go around and look for data sites only, because the only item is dropping from is that drone iteration parts, right, which you selling for money, and you can exchange for goods on this election points. But still, if we'll have something interesting throughout our exploration, like sleeper caches or maybe covered research facilities, we'll definitely stop by for these ones. But so far, I wanna I want to get closer to a completion of the event. And is it what we're looking for? I think besides exploration, which I would rather do, is Luminaire campaign trail line. I know it's a lot of jumps, but this is something I missed long ago when they actually first had it, like 2 years ago, I believe. Because there are very interesting sites to go and take a look at. Even though it's going through unsecure space, unsafe space, but still on a proper ship, I think that you'll have no problem whatsoever. Yeah, there's nothing really. Everything is. All the data sites are researched, all the exploration sites are gone. Oh, Plex Ship, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Doing some election. And by the way, don't you think this election is rigged when Capsuleers with all their resources are going after these loyal points, right? That's what they call political favor. Political. That sounds like a democracy, right? Whoever has the most power and abilities and opportunities. Election in Eve, yeah, for Gallente Federation. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there is a big event going on. Gallente is choosing their next president because I think the most recent was got impeached for some crazy reason. And that's how we have lore for this event based. Well, yeah, you heard something a week ago, but timing and rebate. Yeah, because you have much more, interesting and dramatic things happening with your corporation rather than paying attention to what's been going on in the game. I get it. I would be probably paying attention to that local drama. Plus, I know. I found out that Ribbit was actually, pretty famous alliance. Old timers. Things are happening. Apparently, Ender Order has created a big alliance now. Rebit was huge, especially. Okay, yeah. Yeah, people are aware of that particular. Somehow I missed it, but I don't, I have to be honest, I don't pay much attention to this corporate side of the game, all these alliances and stuff. Even though I think I should have. That's what I have to eventually come to, because that's where the most interesting part of the game is happening. Yes, it is Astero. So I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm taking this Astero for a scanning part of this event. And so far we don't see a single site. Because everything is... I think people are on the weekend are really hunting for whatever is available. Yeah, let's go there. I'll be just sniffing around, trying to find more sites to... data sites to explore, and we'll be trying to get some earnings. So it's, but it's, you see, the loot is very boring. All you can find there. Oh shoot, I forgot to reload. Okay, all you can find there is this drone iteration data, which you can sell for money, but you see there is no like random prizes, like random lore items or outfits or things like that, which was very interesting in the previous events. They would throw some random costumes, hats, capsuleer stuff, you know, something to make it entertaining. But now it's just that money grind, which is, I don't know, not very easy. As I mentioned, we might find something to help to get us busy with. Easy and boring sites. Yeah, Edicious, you're right. And combat sites are interesting, but I don't think I have enough guts to go through them, because you have to, what, you gotta bring a marauder there, and you have to it has to be fitted very certain way. Should we have to just go pick some destination, get out of here, I guess, because everything around them are if we go there, everything is around Amar is pretty much taken. All we have here is just wormholes. Nothing interesting. Yeah, and this is the reason, if it doesn't go very well or very entertaining, I want to eventually just jump onto my, you remember that stabber that we used for ESS robbing? And just take that ship into a trail. Luminary Campaign Trails line. So that's when you go through all these jumps and see the interesting sights. Oh, the sights adjust itself depending on what ship you're entered with. You tried it with the cruiser and it was doable, but bail after 5 rounds, so still not sure. What loot offers, I was watching, I think it's like maximum of 30 waves or something, but you gotta keep in mind, all these waves they're getting stronger and stronger, and that's why properly fitted Marauder is an you know, the most optimal option. But I was like, I don't know, I don't want to go under the suicide gankers, you know, because properly fit the Marauder, that's very expensive, and it's going to be specifically fitted against, I think, 2 types of damage. That's EM and thermal. Everything else you'll have a hole in. So I don't know. I never liked the combat sites of events, especially lately. It's always risky. You're taking your PvE specifically fitted ship into the site where, you know, if people see you in there, they know exactly what kind of fit you're carrying. And I think it's even happened on a Winter Nexus, like years and years ago, when I saw when you could take a Marauder into combat sites to deal with this Sancha battleships at the end as quickly as possible. And then, you know, somebody else would show up in another Marauder, and they would try to compete with you, or they would start damaging the same ship. You would kill the ship, they would steal the loot, get the suspect, and out of frustration you attack them, and then only to find out they actually have a PvP feat. Say bye-bye to your Marauder. It didn't happen to me, but I've seen so many kill mails on kill board. What do you call that? The kill board, yeah. Back then that I was like, nah, too much crazy stuff is going on. Plus the suicide gankers, that's another thing. Even if they don't make much money out of your kill, they still will go for the kill, just to get you. What did I make? Oh, damn, we're probably did about 10 jumps. I still don't see a single data site. These points I made pretty quickly. I thought it's gonna be going pretty much quicker, but I think because it's Saturday, people are just taking their Asteros around as a vacuum cleaners. All the exploration ships around. Alright, let's take a look. What do we have? How do you like that skin, by the way? That's this is the one you're getting for finishing up a, what do they call it, air program for the newbies. This one right here, that's what I'm talking about. Yep, Explorer. Yeah, this is the skins right there. Air Carrier. Well, yeah. Yes and no. It says Explorer, like, yeah, to a degree you're kind of announcing that you are harmless, but not so fast, you know. Just to show you what I'm getting here. That's a blink Astero. You know, we have over 400 mil price tag on this, and what I can do is I can repair 214 HP cold per every 4.5 seconds, or 433 in 3.8 with this A-type small armor repair. Yeah, so this particular ship is capable of going cosmic signature where? Yep, very good tank. I don't think I have enough firepower, like. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Drone Bay have Tech 2 Acolytes, Imperial Navy Acolytes, and Tech 2 Hobgoblins. That's just in case if we'll have combat sites, 1, 2, or 3. All of them have no problem being taken in Astero. Not 4 out of 10 though. The Sancha occupied mining colonies. Local Sancha virus test site. Well, let's go. It's not the data site I was looking for, but let's see what the high sec data sites have to offer these days. Yeah, once in a while you have maybe up to 4 million East containers in there. But that's the most. So 2 containers, and I do have a scanner with me. 742 in the first one. 389. Not worth my time. Gonna leave it for the newer players. And I'm not gonna do cherry picking. If I decide, like, let's say one of those containers would be 4 mil or something like that. Yeah, I would definitely go for to grab it, and I would open another one or explode it. Yeah, explode it just to make it respawn somewhere else. Oh, another cosmic signature just spawned. Hold on a second. Let's sheep stop here. Hold on, where is it? Oh. Obviously, you don't need a blink fit like the one I have. I think T2 modules will do work just fine. I prefer more comfortable runs, and I do consider the risk, of course. It's not going to be the end of the world if I lose that ship, but, you know, definitely not something I'm purposely sick for. Damn. It's a Type 2 signature. Why it's so hard to... Oh, you know what? I think I have electronics booster, yeah. Let me redeem it. What? Damn. How hard that can be. Have a scanning power of 145 and I still struggle. Yep, drone iteration. And I think the most I've ever picked from these boring scans was 5 mil, because that container had that 5 drone iteration datas. That's all. It's usually between 3 and 5, always the same. And there is no variety in loot. Always the same thing. I didn't want to take my Odysseus with me. Because the aim would be just go after this data sites. I didn't want to stop for anything else. Oh, come on. 4. Yep, 4 mil, that's it. Because I think whenever you're taking Odysseus with you, you have to consider picking up everything else. Like, whenever you have a, I don't know, 4 out of 10s, superior sleeper caches, all that, that's very painful to leave behind because of the potential earnings. But, you know, remember how long superior sleeper cache takes, especially when, you know, I'm not doing it in a super hurry, unless you were in a final room. Alright, 1 exploration site here. Damn. Yeah, a lot of people in space. What's how many people playing? Oh, it's almost 34,000 people online, that's why.
Drive active.
Yeah, this is a side effect of playing on the weekends. A lot of competition. Hold on, did my chat just dropped? Just wanna quickly double check. Oh, thank you, Odysseus. No, thank you for confirming. Yeah, I changed the provider, by the way. Internet. I used to have Xfinity. 2 years promotional, that promo pricing, but when it's over, the price spiked, and it's just nah. Thank you. I went for AT&T throughout this week. Hopefully we'll have no problems, because that particular internet, the one that I have at the moment, on the paper is way much faster. What is it? Oh, let's go there. Such production installation.
Drive active.
Because I have 500 megabits per second on download and upload without unlimited data. With, I mean with unlimited data, yes. So what do we have here? Comparing to my previous Xfinity at 400 downloads, but only between 20 and 40 on upload. And once in a while, there was an issue. Data limits are lame and they're just unreasonable. I don't see, what do you guys do? For me personally, what exactly they do for me extra in order to charge me extra? What am I overheating their wires for downloading or uploading more? Nothing of value. Each container is less than 1 million. I'm not gonna even waste my time here. Yeah, we'll go. There are literally no benefit to customers, just benefit for ISP. Yep. Yeah, all that equipment and new installation, all that stuff they ever installed, it's already paid for a long time ago. Now it's a pure profit, and yet there is like spiking up the prices. Damn. Okay. Yeah, nothing else in that system. Yeah, but the deal I used to have with Xfinity, for 2 years in a row, I was paying. You went from Cox. Holy shit. So you went from Cox Cable with 1 terabyte monthly limit for 150 per month to Google Fiber unlimited data for 70 a month. Yeah, it's a good savings. Made me realize the terrible deal I had. You did have a terrible deed. And I was about to mention the only reason why I had Xfinity with sort of um, slow internet comparing to other providers. I was paying $5 per month for 2 years in a row for my internet. Five freaking dollars. The guy who signed me up for that deal, he just made a yeah, that's the best deal I've ever seen. Nobody else would ever mention anything crazy like this to me. But when yeah, maybe he was fired after that, but he made a bet with me because I was on T-Mobile for over 10 years on my cell phones, and so I was paying $50 per line over there for 2 lines, so that's $100. And I had AT&T for I think about $80. Yeah, so $180 per month, right? My payment for internet service and cell phones, and with him, he gave me $5 deal for the internet, but I had to bundle it up with cell phones as well. This is the only condition under he would provide me this crazy price, but it was $30 per line, so I was paying $65. Add another add taxes to it, so let's say $70 per month for cell phone and internet for over 2 years, or 2 years. T-Mobile is German telecom? I didn't know that. Instead of finally providing good internet infrastructure here, they're rolling out glass fiber on other countries. It has something to do with the competition and materials. I know whenever glass fiber is sold, internet in Germany is bad. Yeah, somebody told me about that internet in Europe in general, not just Germany. It's like it's all over the place over there. Like everybody's suffering, especially on upload speeds. You can get downloads pretty good, but uploads, people don't even understand. Like, oh, what is this for? Well, yeah, and I was about to say about that glass fiber thing. I think whoever produces those, there is a competition for glass fiber too, and I think number one consumer of the glass fiber is AT&T. They're first in line to get it, and I think there is some sort of agreement between a producers and AT&T. So unless AT&T doesn't have a demand for glass fiber, then others are allowed to buy it. And I know it's only because I used to work for a shipping company before, and here in the US. So once in a while I would have a full trailers of what do you call it? A big rolls of glass fiber. Those are very expensive ones and very heavy. Yeah, so, and somebody, one of the sales reps told me that hey, did you know that AT&T is number one consumer of that stuff, and they're first in line to buy it. And I think maybe that's what happens to T-Mobile. Maybe they would be gladly providing this glass fiber, but AT&T doesn't let it, only because of the competition. Sometimes they just don't have an option. All right, we already have 47 mil worth of that event loot. Maybe it's time to sell it at some point, because I think these NPC stations are all over the Eve. What do we have here? Level 2 combat sites. Something interesting? Chemical yard. No. Absolutely not. Internet in German. Okay, in Germany, it's a politics issue. There was a plan in 1980s already to roll out fiber in all of the West Germany, but some corrupt deals were made because TV companies paid better, and now we have copper everywhere. You get like 16 megabits per second on a German countryside. Wow. Yeah. You see how the corporations are deciding pretty much all aspects of your life? Lobbyists are just allowed to do that stuff. Big money made their decision. And now you got stuck with this outdated infrastructure. What, that could not be predicted? Absolutely it could. It just, that's the way the big money decided. What? What good for GM? Good for America? Yep. Have to drive everywhere. Every government promises this time around really everyone gets good internet, and now 2026 things are more or less happening privately. Yeah. That would be hellish to me. Germany is no car-free utopia, but at least you get around without a car. Well, yeah, that's the thing about Europe. The public transportation is pretty good. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Level 4 data site. What do we have over here? Is it standard sleeper cache? Local Sancha miners shipyards. No, that's just their regular data. Depends on the city though. German car industry has a lot of influence. Yeah. Well, did you know how USA had their interstate infrastructure built back in the days? They could have a railroad just like most of the countries in the beginning of 20th century. And what happened was, I think Ford, specifically Ford was against it because, you know, his vehicles, his trucks would not be on high demand if that would be the case. So what they did is they compromised they compromised the companies to build the railroads by, I think, sabotaging the metal industry, so they could not physically build the rails for the railroads. Rail, tram, and nice cities were pretty big in the US, but in the 60s or so, when the cities were straight up bulldozed to make more space for cars. Yep, that's another thing. But anyways, Ford personally, pretty much single-handedly did the decision that, hey, roads, trucking, and after that they came up with the interstate system. You know, we're gonna build interstates between the cities, all these highways, and that's what is gonna be used for moving goods around in the United States. And by the way, interstates is the most expensive project on Earth till this day. Not many people know that. They think, oh, it's a space program, or it's this, or like or some other stuff. No, the most expensive stuff is United States interstates. Yep. Yeah, it's a good roast that, you know, there is like a network. In US, it's very convenient. But it does have its own vulnerability. Just like right now, as we speak, we have daily price spikes on fuel, right, and gas. So, what does it tell you? Like, all goods and services will become more expensive. Roads need to be redone every 30 years. Yeah, well, that's a normal cadence for maintenance. You're right. But there is also a maintenance expenses related to railroads as well. I'm not sure, is it more expensive or less? I would suspect it's less expensive. But imagine, you know, because of the interstates here in the US, you have all these truck stops in the streets, all these damn, there is so much business around interstates only. Yes, steel lines are less expensive, and there aren't potholes, and there are no potholes. At the very least, yeah, you're right. You're right. Roads are dangerous. Yeah, there is a high chance of dying in an accident. You're right. Safety in the transportation. Yeah, on a large scale, long term, like airplanes is the safest one probably, as well as railroads. Yeah, but you see with the cars, with the interstates here and highways, every single family needs one or two cars. So that car industry can sell you a car every 5 years, just like regular American families like to buy. It might changing by now. Plus, you know, they used to sell all types of cars. Now they totally turn into SUVs. Everybody needs family size SUV, and even some car manufacturers, they're not even no longer producing sedans. They're just very low demand. Car arms race, exactly. So everybody benefit, and they're totally okay with this high cost of maintenance for the roads. It's not even difficult. I think it's impossible at this point, because your US is too late to invest and build from ground the railroad infrastructure, taking into consideration how much of that infrastructure is dragged towards interstates. It's part of the, I think, strategic military strategy too, because just like how do they assemble nuclear weapons here in US? There is no nuclear plant somewhere who's like doing the full cycle somewhere. No, it's like this part is done over there, another part is done over there, and they're all connected by interstates into. It's never too late. Good things are happening. Just have to do it. It's never too late. Good things are happening. You just have to do it. For example, the city of Paris is making big changes to reduce their reliance on cars, and you can also build rails. I see where you're coming from, but it just we have to be realists.
Drive active.
There are towns in the U.S. that are built to be much less car centric. Yeah. A lot of work to revamp existing cities. You always have to keep in mind, it's not just how difficult and expensive it is to do, but also what kind of power will be resisting to do it. All these corporations who are like see more expense than profit, they'll be doing everything in their power to stop you. Of course, it will take a long time and take political capital, but that's why it should be started now rather than later. Yeah, you see, the corporations want profit now or yesterday. So nobody wants to invest in something that's gonna benefit them in decades anymore. Just like education, for example, right? You prioritize education today in order to benefit from it in 10 or 20 years. Well, I'm just roughly estimating here, but it's a long-term investment. I'm with you, but that's a bigger problem. So it's not like a whole country can do one thing at once. Yeah, that's another thing about the US. It's so polarized. And that's my observation as an outsider and also as a person who lives here for 20 years. You can have neighbors with absolutely opposite political views and totally different strategy how you approach development, investment, military, or social packages, all that stuff, and they will be into each other's throats trying to prove that they're right about it. So it's not like, oh, let's try your approach first and let's try mine and see what's gonna work. No. Soapbox rant from Odysseus. Look for companies that are privately owned, minimize the use of publicly traded companies to the max extent possible. Yeah, you can vote with your dollar. That's exactly what it is, and I'm with you. And CEOs, yep. Man, I didn't expect that stream be so political. Even though I totally kind of, I don't know, rage baited you with the names of it. And yeah, thank you for picking up that topic, taking it to extent. Yeah, I know you're here for it. Yeah, Gallente, that's exactly what Gallente is doing to us, riling us up. And by the way, who was your candidates? Politics is an important topic because it influences, yeah, literally every part of society. That's true. The only problem is you're voting for one thing, expecting exactly what was promised from that candidate, and then he beach slap you with something else. Oh, yeah. So that's exactly what I did. And now I realize that Ashtaradi was probably right, because Tenzin is a... Oh, there you go! Standard sleeper cache! Standard sleeper cache. And I think I'm properly equipped. Let's go for it. Unless somebody ruined it, because that's what happened to my previous standard sleeper cache. I went there, the clouds already applied. I'm like, what the hell? And then I realized what happened. Probably one of the new players
Drive active.
ended up doing it, didn't know what exactly, in what sequence he had to do it. Freaking triggered that clouds and left the final room. He didn't even enter the final room, so what I had to do is just break the final room there, get all the loot and out. Well, at least nobody was doing anything here. Dang it. There you go. Let's open this up.
Warp drive active.
Sorry, I'm getting records a little closer so I remember the sequence too. I think first thing, in order to we just have to break one of the containers. So the signature would disappear from the grid, if I remember correctly. Damn. Is it here? Shoot. Yeah. Remote defense grids. No, the signature is still there. Does it take opening more than one? Because I don't want to get interrupted as we're doing it. Now there you go. $15 mil per that big fat can right there. Oh, now see, now it disappeared. Okay, so I think what we're doing here now is the defense, going after defense grid unit, which gonna switch one of the security towers. Yeah. Man. You don't want to fail that one. Okay. That's good. Now I think we should go for the coordinates, right? And at the same time, that mobile depot will be a good idea, so I don't have to wait for it later. All right. All right. Oh, what? Only one of them has it? That I forgot. Yeah, so this one is also empty. That means... Because if I remember correctly, every single one of them had something inside. And that's exactly what you had to use to put in this container right there in order to activate the gates. Damn. All right. Hacking them adds it automatically in the inventory. See, okay, it's been some time for me. Oh, come on. All right, that's good. Let's go for the final one. Oh, shoot. Okay, yep, you're right. You probably do those caches now. Oh, there you go. Right there. X, Y, Z. Now, we are going... Oh, not so fast, not so fast. First thing, we actually have to use that depot right there. It's fitting service. So what I would do is, you need Autoburner instead of micro warp drive. That's the deal. Right? Now we can go and put the coordinates in. We'll get back to this particular storage depot right there. Now, let's throw the coordinates inside. That opens up the gates, which will take us to the further part of the room. And that's where we're gonna have to break the remote grid units real quick, and at the same time we're gonna be sending our drones to kill this vigilant sentry tower, and that remote grid will turn off that wakeful sentry tower. Right, so let's not mess up the sequence. And that's when you're gonna be using Afterburner. Oh, come on. Got stuck in the structure. I'll use this tactical overlay here.
Warp drive active.
Because you have to low orbits. Standard sleeper cache. Welcome to the stream. Yes. So that's first. Now I'm gonna be sending my drones to take care of this one. At the same time, we'll be breaking through defense grid. Hopefully not gonna fail it. Yeah, I wanted to go after these event data sites, but what happened was, you know me, I cannot go by I cannot just leave the sleeper caches behind. That's just me being greedy. All right, let's go check out what I have in here. Okay, another 15 mil. I'll take that. Best sites in Eve. Yeah, I have to agree with you. Maybe the covered research facilities. Science, yep, ghost science are fun. Hold on, you had a question. How many press tokens? Is it what do you mean? The election points burned? I have 350 at this point. Oh, thank you for following. Thank you. Man, my my drones are still busy with this sentry right there. Yeah, you guys don't forget to do the low orbit here. Otherwise the sentries are pretty strong. Okay, we destroyed it. And now we can just easily loot whatever we have left over here. President, I think I have 150 in my cargo. I mean, I left it in the Mar base. 150. Because I think each line or trail you do, you have 500 or so. Gotta double check, because at the end you actually have to go and exchange those for goods. But this is something I'll be worried about later. Because I think there is a lot of suicide ganking going on. Alright, let's go after intact. By the way, what do we have in sight? Yeah, 150 political favors. And this drone iteration data, which I think I sold already like 40 and I have another 47. By the way, I'm gonna switch back to micro warp drive when it's gonna be ready. $150 political favors, but I saw them on sale. They're like selling right there. Oh, once per character. Okay. Yeah, this is something for me to worry about later. Damn. But I think we can fail those, right? With no consequences. Yeah, you need presidential favors to do the officer models. The consequence is emotional damage. Right? Oh, we have something nice here. Never mind. 2 million for that particular. Is there anything else? I think it should have been more. Oh no, hold on, let me get to my depot. Hacking practice, and once in a while there are very interesting drops. And profitable. I think standard sleeper cash can give you up to 4 or 500 mil, if I'm not mistaken. So we should have had more. Let me check around a little. Because oh, there you go. One intact right there. Let's go to it. Intact. Shall we check what's inside? Oh, Starship Engineering. Alright, I'm still gonna take it. Just as you said, for hacking practice. Oh yeah, one more appeared. That's good. I think total we should have 6, right? Around. I won't believe how lucky you were today. What happened? What did you get? I know how lucky Adishas got getting the officer during his loot, during his mining session. That's what I call luck. Yep. Damn it. Let me just see, maybe something will... Doing background modding now. And some Serpentis howlers showed up, killed other with other drones, got 26 mil restrained mining laser upgrade. Okay, not bad. Yeah, that's another proof that the world of Eve is alive. You know, there is always something going on around. Well, I'm bouncing around that structure. I don't think there is anything else will pop up, because I think there is a chance of a container spawning when you get close enough. But I think we got all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, that will take too long to fly there. Let me see if I can... I think it should be one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instructions on how to warp to zero in structure. So the level of security I got from gankers was very high. Damn, I cannot spot this one more container. There's nothing pops up. Maybe that's it for me. Save locations. No, it's 156 kilometers. See when I switch. Oh no, that's not the right one. Yeah, the full one 174. Well, I'm a general overview right now, and you know, with all the objects, and I don't see anything. Oh, there you go. One dented. Did it just appear? Oh my god, all that suffering was just for that? I didn't even scan what's inside. Come on, surprise me. Not that surprise. Oh, there you go. What do you have for me? Good. That isotropic cans, very expensive. All right, now we gotta. I think we gotta bounce from that side and immediately come back to it. Let me do that a little quick.
Warp drive active.
And then we go to this container that I left in the beginning, in this first part of that room. After that, we have to go in the middle, spawn these guys. That's sleeper cleaners, or the guardians. And then we'll go for the final room after that. Hopefully we'll do it all on time. I think I left one container. So you warped on 0 on the outreach center to get my 3 faction and 3 officer mods. Congratulations. But hold on, did you get exploded there, or what happened? Because these freaking gankers I know, they're sitting there looking for anybody showing up for exchange. I would do exchanges like at the very end of the event, or in some time, maybe in the middle of the week when nobody's watching. Because whoever's doing exchanges right now, especially in the weekend, they're putting themselves through some unreasonable risk. The Dexy, yep. It is in .exe, but it doesn't stop the freaking suicide gankers there. Oh shoot. Should have. Oh, there you go. Alright, defense. This thing. Let's break that little quick. And then I think we have limited time window after that to open one more expensive container. Intact or pristine. 30 seconds? Oh shit. I think I messed up. Damn. Level 4 Guardians. Alright, I messed up here. That's okay. We lost one container because I... Shoot. That defense greed. I think 1 or 2 containers supposed to pop up, and I totally messed up the freaking... Okay, there you go. The Guardians showed up. Now let's wait for the one in the middle to explode. Okay. We got this one out of the way. Let's go to the jump for the final room. Man, I hope I'm not gonna screw up there. Have my repair working just because of the tracking of that particular sentry. It's pretty good. Boom! 684, one strike. Whole shield gone.
Warp drive active.
Alright, okay, the tower missed because I thought it's gonna hit me one more time. Alright, now Remote defense grid. Let's go for that baby. Damn. This is hard. It's all of a sudden. Man, are you serious? 20? I will not have enough. Okay. Just what I needed. Alright, so we have intact, pristine intact, dented. Let's go. I wanna... I don't know what's inside. Okay. Yeah, the first two are especially good. Oh, shoot. So it's a 3-minute timer now. Freaking, I hate doing it on a speed run like that. You're kidding me. Let's go to the second. All right. Damn. Okay. Oh, barely made it. Now let's go to the self-defense. That greed unit, whatever. Because that will allow us to get 3 more minutes, if I remember correctly. Shoot. Ah. Damn, no luck. 60 more seconds. Oh, come on. Worst case scenario, we'll drop it. And that will give us... Oh, okay, no problem. We actually done it. Done it! So that adds us 3 more minutes, so that should be enough to get through these 2 more containers. Yeah, sometimes it's more difficult than others, I get it. It's just... freaking, you never know. Damn. Are you kidding me? Okay, I messed up this one. No luck. Would you kindly? What the hell? There you go. Forgot what's inside of this one. 33 mil. I'll take that. And the last one. Did I check what? I think that's what with the least loot in it. Okay. No. Not the least, but we'll still take it. Yeah, I'm glad we switched back to micro warp drive. Otherwise, these 40 kilometers would take that extra time for no reason on Afterburner. Done. But I almost ran out of the freaking room inside. It's because of that? No. What takes the most space here? Probably all these useless cannons. Yeah. 45. This should go. Anything else to get rid of? No. Alright, let's drop it. That's it. Done with the containers. I think they're even the empty ones will explode, right? Yeah. All done here. Good. Let's see if another sleeper cache just spawned. That would make me laugh. What do we have money-wise? Not that much. I think that's what the main earnings, 39 plus... Oh, so 116 plus whatever all these BPCs are worth. Finance contracts. 10 mil. Yeah. Could be more profitable, but I know the polarized torpedo launcher BPCs are pretty expensive. Yeah. And this stuff is a cheap one. Okay, not too bad. Still more profitable than event. It went up at some point. No, I haven't checked the officer stats. Did it went up? Have you checked the stats of the officer? No. I know that's the mining, the stuff for mining is good. What do they give, by the way?
Drive active.
Because I think it's like skirmish links, drones, and something else. I was told to look for the mods for what do you call it? Oh shoot! It just showed up and it was stolen. For the mining, the most expensive ones. I wasn't sure if that's the good advice or not. It's hard to predict.
Drive active.
T2 Core Probe Launcher. Keep 0% extra scan strength. T2 Core Probe Launcher. Well, I have Sisters of Eve, but we can check here. Oh, we can check right there. Attributes. Variations. T2 attributes. 5%. T2 gives 5% scan strength bonus. Because 0% that would be lame. Going for that probe launcher myself. Just need 2 more presidential favors. Okay. Oh, somebody's scanning me right there. Did you see that? There was some explorer. What I have inside, 177. Yeah, it's probably a good time to drop off when we'll have a chance. What do we have here? Oh, deflow rift. Not what I was looking for. Hold on a second, my chat just stopped playing the... stopped reading the messages here for me. Ah. Yeah. Okay. T2, 5% sisters 10. The officer one is 15% scan strength and expanded. Imagine with a Satiro, Kogera combat probes, or RSS. Oh, you mean those super super exotic ones, super expensive ones? Yeah. That's a big boost to your signal strength.
Active.
That's probably especially good for some nullsec scanners. Whoever is like combat scanning people around whenever these guys show up in their territory. Probably 1 or 2 runs, that's it. You pinpointed the guy. Even if you upgrade from Sister Launcher to Officer, that's 50% better than Sisters. Yep. Well, I don't think you're gonna feel like 50% boost, because at the moment I have 145 bonus. You cannot add 50% to that. I don't think you get anywhere closer to 200 or something. In order to do that, you need a special set of implants. Yeah, these data sites and relic sites and high sec, I mean the regular ones, just nothing of value whatsoever. I'm just checking out of curiosity. 400,000. 1,600. Oh, jeez. Couple carbons. 46,000. And the last one, 1,800. Jeez. No, we're leaving.
Drive active.
Why not check in simulation? Simulation right there. So 56, 10%. Why doesn't it show it to me? Give me a second. We'll check it in a minute.
Drive active.
So base sensor strength, but it doesn't tell me the ones with all the bonuses applied. How do I do that? It's not here. And in Dottie, if you warp to 0 on an outer reach center exchange and warp, ganker get 3 seconds to scan attack. Not much time, I say. Those purge bookmarks are good gifted. Yep. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these exchange points because it's ridiculous what's going on over there. See, it doesn't. You're right. There is like simulation, but I don't see where would it tell me. There is nowhere where it would tell me my my signal strength, right? What they call it? Total bonus for scan strength. And that's what I have it for, 145, and all bonuses are counted over here. 145. Simulation does not give me, it doesn't provide me that. There is nowhere where I could double check it. Attributes. Yeah, it's always give me that standard 108. We need to check info on a probe itself. If you hover. Oh. Well, you see I hover over it, it says 108. There is nowhere, no other way to. If you hover, it says, yeah, 108. Okay, 108. Let's go for. We want to switch it, right? We want to switch it with freaking. What is it? Variations. I don't even have that officer one. It's not even gonna be here. What's do you guys remember the name for it? Core probe launcher. Should I look for it in contracts rather? Can't be using standard one. Bonus will get applied anyways. Let's compare it. I don't know. I think I'm looking for some. I don't know what exactly to look for that particular one. The expense launcher. 10%. Yeah, I don't think you're right about the 5% on the top turn you into 50% advantage. Oh, Morrow. I don't know where to look for it, to be honest. Search my Morals modified. Not in the contracts for some reason. Moral search bar. Hold on. This one. This is Morals modified. Man, Do I screw it up completely? Not the characters. What freaking... It's just agents, characters. Oh, there you go, module. Duh. 1 second. Oh, now you want to show it to me. It's in the... It's in the... extended. Yeah, that's the expanded one. I see what I mean. It's expanded one. Yeah, and I was comparing it to regular because I thought for some reason it's a... Alright, expanded one. Let's take a look at the sisters. So scan strength bonus is 10%, and this guy 15%. So it doesn't mean that it's like 50% better. It just gives you extra 5% advantage. It will not turn your probe strength from freaking 140 to what, 210. No, it just gives you another 5%, which will probably 5% of what, one, you'll have probably 165 or something like this, which is a good advantage too. What? It's a 1 billion. It's worth 1 billion estimated price. Okay, and this is the item that you guys are going after. Yeah, you see, I don't see myself using it. So 10% to 15%, 50% extra of the bonus, not extra of the overall signal strength, that scan strength. So you'll just have 5% of the bonus on the top. So just like you see how it says over here, I have 56% of skills adding more stuff, then 10% module, 4% boosters, 37 ship, and that's what all combines to 145. You got, oh, you already got 2 of these. Explorer Pride. Yeah, so you see, I have 56 plus 10% plus 4 plus 37, but it doesn't mean that it doubles my 108. It just gives that extra 45 on the top. All right. Yeah, sorry for the confusion. I was that whenever it gets to these freaking numbers, and especially with EVE interface, it gets tricky. By the way, can I even use the expanded probe launcher on this? Modules. Sorry, I just want to quickly take a look at it. Structures, drones, blah, 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 blah. Not the bomb launcher. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Scan. Morals modified. 100. I don't have 165 extra. Yeah, there is no bonus for this ship. Maybe on my, what do you call it? Freaking, on my Hecate. On a Hecate, it's gonna work. But I'll be damned if I install the that module in Hecate. Let's go to drawn iteration.
Warp drive active.
Does Stratios have it? I'm about to find out. Because I know there is like handful of ships which would have this bonus for the expanded probe launcher. One second, let me lock this thing up. And we'll check the Stratios. Stratios. Core combat scanner. No. Yeah. T3 ships can be good explorers, that's for sure. You can specifically put that cruiser into scanning. You see, Stratios doesn't have the bonus for the expanded probe launcher. It might have enough CPU to get it, but you don't have this freaking 95% discount of CPU like you do have on a tactical destroyers. Damn. Yeah, hard for me to say what exactly, what the thing is good for. Hold on, didn't I just break it? What? Did you see that? Even though I just hacked it, it made me hack it one more time. Just because we were opening a that ship interfaces. T3 destroyers are not bonused for hacking and scanning. Yeah, but they have that fitting discount for expanded probe launcher. Pacifier. We'll take a look at the pacifier. Oh, that's just a regular. What do we have here? Nothing in the first container. Oh, 3 mil. I'll take 3 mil. Pacifier. Yeah, because the beating on the expanded probe launchers is crazy. It's very, very CPU hungry, I'd say. So let's take a look at the Edencom ships a little quick. Oh no, not Edencom. What pacifier. Forgot where we look for pacifier. Concord. Concord. Man, that's a lot of bonuses here. Covered ops. Okay, roll bonuses. Cloaking device. Bonus to security status gains, 60% of warp speed and warp acceleration. Yeah, nothing says about a fitting for expanded probe launcher. Yeah, it's a very specific ships. Now it kind of made me wonder what exactly the ships you gotta look for to fit it, because it sounds cool, like, oh, I'm just gonna install that super duper useful and powerful module to my ship, and then you realize it's like handful of ships which are actually capable of fitting it and taking it the full advantage. Other than that, you're just risking a extremely expensive, like unreasonably expensive module. I don't see why it would cost. Why would it cost $8 billion? Just because it's unique. It gives you that 5% on the top, yes, on the top of 10%. Because purple is so pretty, yeah. Yeah, that's a royal color, right? Makes you feel special right away. Man, I thought I'll be so quick with this, with the progression, and it's not that many of the data sites we're getting. I think this is the one. Plus we get distracted with the sleeper caches. I would take one more. Yeah, Plexus, thank you for the company. Enjoy your weekend. What I do like, though, the progression actually, you get a lot of scores right away. So it's not like every single site pushes you forward. No, you gotta get a bunch of them, and then you will get your points boosted. But you don't get only like 10 or 20. It gives you like 100 or 50 something. So it pushes you forward pretty good. This event felt pretty good to run. The campaign tour very neat. Yeah, another positive thing is there is like a lot of varieties what to pick from. You can do mining, you can do exploration, you can do combat, you can do faction warfare, and you can do even trading. I'm not sure what that trading stands for. Is it for political favors? And the trail. I think trail is very cool stuff to run as well. To be honest, I would rather, as I'm doing it right now, that scanning part is, to be honest, I don't feel it's not much fun to do, because even the loot is always the same. It's either 3, 4, or 5 these little drone iteration parts, and that's it. That's all you're getting. And that's just boring. It takes that looting money away because you're always getting the same thing. Much less fun than previous events. Yep, we agree on that. Even though most of that stuff they used to put together for us with besides the event stuff, you also get some random costumes, masks, or God knows what. But it's always fun, you know. You never know what's in there. Or boosters, you know. Some expensive boosters are pretty, you know, useful. Let me align to one of those. Okay, yeah. That's just a regular data site from Sunshine that everybody ignores. Let's see, what do we have? If nothing expensive, we're leaving. $1,000 in the first container. Oh, 2 mil in the second one. 5 mil in the third one. And nothing in the last one. All right. Guess we have a winner. So third and second. Take whatever we can. No covert research so far. That's also fun to run. I wonder if my tank Astero will be able to survive that initial attack at a covert research when these guards are showing up. I don't want to play with it, but I'm thinking if I have my repair overheating, because I think the most the scariest part is surviving that very first strike. How much HP they gonna take at the same you know, instantly. If I can survive that, then after this I'm pretty sure I'll get stabilized pretty quickly. But my expensive Astero is not for experiments. I think I have found an Eve uni. Oh, metamorphosis. Okay. Metamorphosis. That's sock rates. Small energy turrets, cloaking device, covered ops, probe launcher, relic analyzer. Well, 100% requirements. It says probe launcher. Does it mean expanded as well? Scan probe launcher information. Yeah, because it takes me directly to the probe launcher. It doesn't really have the expanded one. What if we simulate it? And Where's that Morrow? Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Try simulation. There you go. It's just absolutely. It has no no requirements. Yeah, it's pretty much free for it. Here's our winner. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. We have a use for you.
Drive active.
I actually have that ship from one of the previous events. I think I got 2 of those and I sold one, but I never used it in the game itself. It's still packed in my in a Amar station. Yeah, so expanded probe launcher for Metamorphosis. Hope CCP nerf it again. No, don't say that. Cause I'm still freaking salty about that Sanesis nerf. Yeah, I'm still bitter about that freaking the Sanesis got nerfed. Like more than other socked ships. Not only they reduced their weapons bonuses from 25 to 20%, but also align time. You cannot align it in less than 2 seconds anymore, like I used to. But I believe I already bitched about it on a previous stream. Now I have covered up ships. No, but I believe I have them researched. They just I don't see a use for it so far. But it's definitely something to look for in the future. Covered up ships, that's the ones that you don't see on D-scan, right? I'm telling you, when they see 100% reduction, not even 95, but 100%, they may make it 10%. Yeah. It's the cloaky scanning frigates. Oh, you mean those frigates? Well, I do have a cheetah researched, so I take that to black holes whenever I do like black holes runs. Maybe that's one of the ideas for future streams when there's gonna be nothing to do, no events going on. Take a look at the wormholes. Yep. Combat recons. We don't see on D-scan like famous curse. Yep. Oh, there is one more signature. It's this one right there. Man, I cannot pinpoint it. Is it what I'm looking for? No. Oh, how did we? Somehow we end up in Amatar. little by little. Yeah, you did event Explo in the quiet area, high sec, very fast. You see, that was my hope for today, but you know, we're not really progressing much. I had only like what 5 data sites so far, but I don't consider it like total failure either, because we emptied the standard sleeper cache. That's a good one, except of course it didn't drop anything insignificant. Not that many green BPCs, which I always love to see there. Damn. Man, I will just completely stop going to relic sites at all. That's why I picked up high sec, you know, less signature overall. Yeah, yeah, but you see, there is not that many event data sites. I think everybody's doing the same thing that I do right now. Well, technically, whenever somebody closes that data site, it's supposed to appear somewhere else. So it's always constant number of these data sites available, at least in theory. But you know, I kind of flew around Amar in the very beginning, and no luck there, until I actually start going a little further away from Amar, which I didn't even plan to do. I thought I'll be within 10 jumps or so, and we'll be totally fine closing that event. Let's see, what do I have over there? Oh no, maybe there. Oh, what a beautiful place. Check this out.
Drive active.
So I picked quiet and small high-sec region area. Yeah. Maybe Solitude would be a good idea. By the way, I think I found DED combat sites from Sancha, right?
Drive active.
This pocket, that space. Is it 1 out of 10, right? Let's see if it has anything of value. I think it's pretty fast. Probably like 3 rooms only, and the 3rd room, all you have to do just take down a structure.
Drive active.
Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, next room should be final. I don't want to spend too much time doing it. I don't recall if there was anything of value dropped so far. Except, what was it? Oh, Control F9? You mean where the beautiful, that view was? Sorry, I didn't see it. There's something going on with my chat. It used to warn me or either read the message for me or give me a warning that message is there, and now it just stopped doing it in the middle.
Hard drive active.
This internet packet is a complex of central command post. Okay, that's where that structure is to destroy. Yep, that's right there. Alright, let's go for it. I'll just ignore everything else. Now I just... Okay, all the NPCs on me, please. Come on. Will they get to my armor? Yeah, they're like getting close on me. Okay. Oh shoot. Where is it? What do we have? Freaking nothing. Yep. Yeah, I think it was 2 out of 10 where you have this Terebus, Sancha Terebus guy. And that's when the last time I went there, I think I picked up like 147 mil. It was a couple very expensive, I think it's a B-type coating, multi-spectrum. And there was something else for 37 mil. Forgot what was it. But as far as this, as far as the 1 out of 10, I don't see anything of value ever dropping. Just the level 3 personal effects, and that's it. What's that box? Box of rocks right there. 30 overseers personal effects. But Sancha 3 out of 10 drops good loot. That's energized multi-spectrum, I think, type A. Very expensive. Over 200 mil. Desolate sites. No. Yeah. Jeez Louise. Where is my data site? Amatar is pretty quite high-sec space, I'd say. And yet somehow there is nothing going on. Rogue drone asteroid, thank you very much.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I don't see many people in local, and yet somehow there is nothing. Alright, we'll do 3 more jumps that I have as my destination. And I think it will turn back to Amar. See if it's any busier down there next to the trade hub. Because it's almost regardless, am I at the busy area or slow area, there is still not that many data sites for me. Maybe it's just my luck for today. But it's annoying because it's time consuming. That should be. No. Just a wormhole. Nothing good spawns in Amatar. You know, once in a while when you looking for the modules and comparing them together, besides True Sancha, Blood Raider, like Dread Goristas, you also have Amatar modules. Did you guys ever see those? Anybody use those? And how they got them? You have to do. There is no faction warfare for Amatar, but do they have a? Do they have like specific corporations dedicated for them? How do you earn the points? Because usually market is empty. Yeah, I see them in comparison tool too, and it's never around. But I know they're appraised very high, but I don't think it's because how good they are. It's only because they how rare. You just don't see them. Are they being given for the event? Some time ago, long time ago. Yeah, there is a little bit of a mystery there. But when you're comparing their characteristics, they're just the same as a regular faction green loot. You know, not worse or better than True Sancha, for example, or the Blood Raiders got modules, Dark Blood. I'm not even gonna go there. Yeah, not a single data site. There was like 4 cosmic signatures to scan down. Useless to me. And I believe the Crimson Harvest, I also was scanning for that stuff all over the place, and then I got to Amatar and I did not find a single one. There is something special going on in this part of space, Amatar. Nothing ever spawns here. Yeah, I'll be turning back. Let's see. Anything in this system? Alright, couple signals. Let's give him a chance. If none of those will be a event data sites, then I'll be probably avoiding Amatar space for events from now on. Yeah, it seems like that's just a black hole. I mean wormhole. Aye. Yep, that is. Alright, no more Amatar mandate territory. It's just barren. Ooh. That's a lot of signatures. Let's take a look. With that many signatures, there is no freaking way, not a single one of those will be a event data site. The exploration. Give me something. No. No. Oh, that should be it, because it's level 2 data. If it's gonna be some sunshot crap. Yes, drone interaction, there you go. So it actually spawns here, you just don't see it very often. Yeah, I have another data site in that particular system. Not sure if that's the one that I'm looking for. No, level 2, that should be it. And we're gonna be at 7 out of 7. If nobody will take it out of our nose right there. Okay.
Drive active.
Oh man. Sleeper caches are rare, and I already had one of those. Such a refuge just spawned. Aye. You? What do you mean you? Okay, finally. Claim the reward.
Warp drive active.
Am I in a null block? No. I'm nowhere near this corporate's gameplay. A lone wolf so far. So we got 50 political favor points. And some skill points, 50,000. That's good. Alright, nothing here.
Warp drive active.
I'll claim that as we'll get to the... Oh, presidential candidate favor. Truly revelatory campaign secret recorded on this could earn you a personal gratitude of any presidential candidate if traded at the campaign headquarters. What's the difference between those two? See that?
Active.
50 of those. A record of all information access details your hard work canvassing has granted you. That data could prove valuable to any presidential candidates if traded at their campaign headquarters. Truly revelatory campaign secrets recorded on this could earn. So this is some sort of special favor. Mm-hmm. So it's like a silver and gold or something? Because you see this one has like a silver circle behind, this one is like a golden pentagon. It doesn't expire within 180 days, unlike the regular one. Okay, the trick is to pick one high or low SAC constellation, scan all signatures, stand patrol, then new signatures will most probably good signatures. Yeah, you just need a quiet area to do it. Have over 200 mil in the cargo, by the way. Hold on a second. Alright, seems like a new signature popped up at that system right here. We've been here before. Maybe because we closed that data site right there. It generated another one here. By the way, how many... I will start over again from one scanning site in order to progress. General data banks, vault, no, 3. We got iteration data banks and vaults 0 out of 3. So you're progressing from 3 to 7. What's that combat site? Level 1. Nah, rock drone military. No, rock drone asteroid infestation. Oh, by the way, as we're traveling, can we sell? Do we have any of that on our way? Yeah, Mechator. Mechator buys those drone iteration, these data ports. I'm gonna drop it for 62 mil. That will give us a little bit of... One more time. Where is it? System Ministry. Okay. Let's dock a little quick. Turn at least something into profit. What?
Docking permission requested.
Yeah, that's weird. Usually I don't have game freezing on me like that. Did you see those freezes? Where is it? Okay. Sell. Damn. Almost 3 million in taxes. Oh well. That's why I did it in the starter region, with its green glow and ever serene and beautiful Verge vendor. That's Gallente space, right? Yeah, that's freaking... It's bad that the trail can start only from Luminaire. It's quite a trip to get there. Yep, Gallente space. Yeah, Amar is pretty far from where that main event takes place. Like trails or turning in the political favors. But we have until April 26th, I believe, time, and I'm pretty sure the CCP will extend the event like they used to. Because I think last 2 or 3 events they're always extending it, giving something more valuable at the end to go for after that yacht. All right, drone iteration.
Warp drive active.
I'll get amused or angry if you tell me how you did the train. How did you do it? Train or trail? That's that traveling event, right? Is it what you're talking about? Train. What did you do? What ship did you use? Interceptor?
Warp drive active.
Or some cheap frigate? Because I think if you use frigate, the biggest concern is a smart bombs. But I've seen another guy who was no, was it? No, Span Matsutake. Oh, you didn't. Okay, so you use interceptor, stayed in low sec and high sec. Didn't take the null sec shortcut. Okay, that's also a way to do it. I was about to say I saw a Span Matsutake. Remember that YouTuber that's I managed to kill on my destroyer in Pochven? this guy, he freaking fitted Abaddon out of all ships, battleship, and actually took it to the trail. Abaddon with a bunch of armor plating and stuff. And he got it with almost no trouble. There was somebody trying to get him a hard time, but they failed. And he said it took him about 3 hours. That would fly slow, yeah. It did fly slow because he had align time 17 seconds. It's over 17 seconds align time on Abaddon, and yeah, he did that trail. And he didn't take he didn't care about staying in a secure space. Like if it was taking him to nullsec, he actually took it to the nullsec. The balls of steel. Incidentally, one day I found Terra connection with Old Man Star to Solitude location in J7. 1 second. In J7 and Solitude Deep Amar in 10J. All in. I used shuttle complete bypass null and low in that phase. So many locations in the Mars space. So did not use Terra turn or after reaching Amar. Yeah, that's a smart way. Yeah, plus luck. Yeah, whoever knows how to use Terra to their advantage has a very big advantage, time-wise and over other players, like logistically. Not me though. I'll be probably flying like ball face straight up, taking my mighty stabber through the most dangerous areas. Remember that 100 MN afterburner stabber? which on a hat afterburner gives 3200 meters per meters per second speed. Yeah, I think this is Eve Scout bookmark. Yes, there. Yeah, yeah, that's for people who know how to use it. That's a very great tool. So, oh no, that's all wormholes. Rob that campaign trail. Right? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Man, I want to do it again. That ESS robbery. Maybe, maybe even before that event is over, I want to take the stabber again and just do it. I thought with website, EVATs, everyone knows about Terra Turner. Yeah, people know about it, it's just still not that many are using it. Plus, like for example, for a player like me, I'm mostly staying in the high sec. It just lately I'm starting getting out of my comfort zone and just for entertaining purposes, as I'm streaming, and it was a lot of fun. So, oh, beautiful Stratios. So logistic-wise, I probably should start using that more. So we're at 500. Okay, we're just at 50%. By the way, in your alliance there is a channel and bookmark folder detailing with a wormhole connection, relic data sites, purchase tactical move perks. Yeah, it's a godsend, that's for sure. That's a great advantage. Yeah, for alliance players, great. Yeah, take full advantage of it. That's what happens when you're playing in a big collective. Relic site I'm gonna ignore. Let's go for this. Come on, one more data site. Oh, that's an ore site. I've also heard there is a big shortage of, was it kernite? That specific mineral that everybody's supposed to mine for that particular event. After downtown, everybody just jump on all asteroid belts and pretty much vacuum it all. Oh, so you mostly stay in .exe? When you want to go to Alliance, you simply use Terra Turner or Jump Clone. Yeah. Scordite. Scordite, yep. Why would you stay in .exe mostly? Because it seems like everybody trying to have their base in Jita. The Great Scordite Blight. Yeah. Scordite Void, I would call it. Just gone. Scorda aerogenis. Scorda dust bowl. Yep. I don't think that's what I'm looking for. You're right, Jita is too crowded, but people are trying to sell their stuff quickly. If they're making it somewhere in a wormholes or a nullsec, you need a big market. And you're right, Doti does have a better background. It just .exe market is pretty slow. You know, it's barely busier than Rens or what's another one in Minmatar? I already forgot the name for it. Or is it Hex? No, Rens and another one. Damn, forgot the name for it. .exe has history. You mean lore-wise? All this Luminaire stuff. Heck is bad, Rance is very bad. Yeah, and .exe is the next one, probably the third one. And then you have Amar. If you want to avoid this crowded and dangerous environment in high sec, probably Amar would be the best choice. That's why I picked it. Plus you can price gouge here much better. A lot of stuff is on high demand here, even though it's not moving as fast, but it's not that many offers. So when you sell it for a high price, there is a higher probability to actually make that extra money. That's what I like to do. But it bites you in the ass also, because you have to, whenever you're buying stuff here, you know, you're gonna be dealing with the same price gougers as I am. Oh, we got a nice, some rewards, 5 plex, lovely. But to be honest, I got tired of the background of Amar, and I kind of miss that darker look of that greenish of Gallente Federation. It's beautiful. Over here it's okay too, but I remember I got super tired of the backgrounds in Minmatar. Everything is red and burning. You moved your ships from starter location 2 times by wormholes for each .exe full shortcut mode. Plus Doti is somewhat near Jita. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's closer to Jita. And recently was able to sell T1 core scan probe at 360k per unit. Oh, okay. So you do like you mass produce them and sell them. If you have a blueprint original, fully researched, there is a way to make money out of it. Yeah, and this is the surprising part about marketing. The most profitable things to sell is mass-produced T1 high-demand products. Yeah, best background in Placid Stockman with Cloud Ring Nebula. I totally agree with you. Every time I see it, it's like, wow. You just want to stop and give it a closer look. That Cloud Ring is yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, so you sold
Autopilot
630.
disabled. Waypoint reached.
Yeah, yeah. That's, you see, it gives you even better opportunity for margin in .exe. It just, the market is pretty slow. That's the only thing that stops. What am I? All that's dropping all that stuff here. This. I believe that's it. Right? Alright, time to sell these blue sheets to that sleeper data. Sell those. That's another 37, almost 38 mil. Alright. Oh, third tier. You know what's... I want to progress at least one more... no, it's right there. I want to find at least one more data site before I switch to the trail adventure. Because I found 2 out of 3 data sites and vaults. I need one more to push me a little bit more forward to get that scores. Oh, you're alpha tune, so not in the market or industry. If you need money, you go to null exploration for 3 to 7 days, get billions, and sell via private contract flat 10k ESC tax. Okay, yeah, I see what you do. Yeah, that's a smart approach too. But why staying alpha? You don't see, you know, with the profits like that, you can actually switch to omega. You just wait for Christmas Christmas special prices for omega deals and buying plaques, turning these plaques into omega status. What is that? Deep flow rift? Jeez Louise. I don't want that. Well, everybody have their own reasons why to become Omega. You know, I will probably tell you why I switched to Omega. When I just started, I saw these epic arcs available, and I took that Bloodstained Stars, right, from Sisters of Eve. I loved it because, you know, I always like all these lore related stories in the game, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna complete every single one of those. And then I found out, oh, you need Omega status in order to go for any epic arcs except the Sisters of Eve. And then I kind of learned about the game a little more, start making some more money out of exploration as well, especially in the beginning. So you have 6,600 plaques, so you can buy 2-year pack anytime. Like, net worth to go up, and you're happy with the alpha, especially that I know you can omega. But yeah, Yeah, that's also a good approach. It's just as long as you don't feel limited, but you know, maybe there is a very special ship you want to fly on, or because some of those are available only for Omega. Plus, don't forget about some modules are only Omega, like for example this covert ops cloaking device, right? Yeah, Omega only. So you can, on Alpha, you can fly a Stero, but you cannot take it full advantage of this covert ops cloaking.
Drive active.
After getting the officer module, your net worth touched 39 bill. Good for you, man. Yeah, see, this is the way to enjoy the game too. And nobody can tell, oh, you're missing out on this or that. Because whatever fun you're looking for, you're getting. What is that over here? Desolate site. Jeez.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, I thought I'm gonna be encountering at least one data site on the way here. I don't see a single one. Shoot. Point is that with that much money you can get anything almost Omega or otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It just there is a specific paywalls for some sort of activities, just like these epic arcs. But that's what got me, you know. If for you it doesn't matter, then you shouldn't bother. Plus, you see, you already have money in the pocket, so there is always an option. Come on, one more data site. That's all I'm looking for. Oh. Should push a little forward. See what's inside that beautiful box right there. Gallente election booster crate. Okay, can I have it level 3, please? Oh, I don't have the... Got to put it here. For me, having options matter. The fact that you can open any door at any time. Yep, that's a great approach. Another good feeling is when you using Alpha ship an Alpha clone for PvP and actually killing somebody with Omega. That's probably satisfying as hell. Yes, right there, drone iteration.
Drive active.
It looks like one more in that system. See, we either don't find any of them, or you can find a bunch of them in the same system. And I believe there is one more signature. Yes. Right there. That's a wormhole right there. Okay. Let me get back to Amar and claim some prizes. Always satisfying. Yeah, baby. But it gives us minimal. So exploration will give us only 40 now, and I guess no more political favors, right? Except from here. Also, .exe. So you can do Dotty rents and Jita HF rates. What do you mean HF rates? Homefront? That's also what are you doing? Homefront, the factional warfare, right? That's 2 is plus 100 mil per hour pure Iskana wallet. Nice. Oh, as I was flying in the system, one more signature popped up. Let's investigate. Homefront. Homefront, it's not the same thing as a factional warfare, right? Am I looking at right or wrong? It's over here. Yeah, Homefront is not a factional warfare. What is the Homefront exactly? Because I hear the name a lot. But I don't know what exactly people are doing there. Homefront. Check event track closely. Yeah, I saw the Homefront option there. I was like, I have no idea what is that about. Because there is a faction warfare and Homefront too. Hack, Gallente mining, Luminaire, trading, Rampart drone, Gallente security missions, Gallente factional warfare, Gallente Homefront. Support tier. Complete 4 Homefront operations in Gallente space. Okay. Home front operations. Yeah, that's something I never done before. That's why it's my knowledge is limited in the home front. That's for big collectives, right? That's not a solo player type of activity.
Warp drive active.
304 my man fleet. Yeah. See, I'm playing alone, and that's the reason why a lot of the EVE Online fun is kind of hidden from me. But who knows? Well, maybe that's gonna change in the future when I'll have a little more spare time on my hands to play. Because so far I have maybe one day on the weekend to play, and once in a while throughout the week, if I'm not too busy at work or there are not too many things at home to do. But you know, family stuff and kids, that's very time consuming, and you know, it demands attention. Plus that's the priority. There are special channels plus Discord. Is solo too, okay.
Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged.
What I really wanted to do is try that incursions once, the Sunshine incursion for the fleets. That would be interesting experience. I've heard that's also a very profitable. And there are channels for like specifically looking for people to join. Many people do .xc, Homefront, raid for 340 minutes too. Just find the replacements. Okay. Nice, nice. Yeah, there you go. That's what you were asking me about, the political favors right there. So 150 I was having. Now I earned some more. Let's take a look. What is that? What do we have in this Gallente? Just one booster? One booster, level 1. Ah, jeez. Defense. Armor repair. People constantly join. If you have definitely something to look forward to investigate. For me personally. All right, so we made 200 plus one more. Oh, look at that. 186 million for that particular, for one favor only. That's what they call golden one, right? Presidential candidate favor, political favor. And those are, oh, the price goes down. Price is going down for political favors. So I don't get it. How many do you actually need in order to trade them for officers module? So I have 200 of this political favor and one presidential candidate favor. What's the deal? How many do I? If I keep doing exploration, I will earn 175 more. So I'll have 375. And that's it. Right? 375. So I'll probably check somewhere on YouTube where exactly what's the exchange rate. See if you get good Thera connection for trail, then you can roll an account with 3N characters, rapidly complete trail via Thera, and bingo, you can easy delete used accounts. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, that's to me that's kind of, that sounds like a little bit of exploitation. A little bit of exploiting. This is not something I really go for. It's going too far beyond what I usually do in the game. Starship. Is he selling? Nah, not very much. All right, well, here's my conclusion. I don't know, with this exploration, it's just... Oh, you found a video. If you don't mind, can you share it? I don't know if... Hopefully... If you cannot drop it in a chat, maybe you can direct message me in YouTube. This way I'll be able to get it, or maybe leave the comment under the stream on the YouTube itself. So this way I'll know a little more. So I'll research that stuff a little better, and then we'll go from there. But I'm telling you, I'm not trading my stuff until probably towards the end of the event, only because all that crazy activity that going on. Yeah, shoot, I was expecting that in... Pasted link. I think there is a restriction in the multi-chat. It doesn't let you. You can put the link under the... Oh, hold on. Let me check something a little quick. Yeah. I do not see... No, I don't see your account. I see your comments on YouTube, but for some reason there is no link for video. That's weird. Do you have to do the direct? Do you have to do direct message instead? Weird. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works. Because there is a limitations with links on here. But what I remember, that's the trail feed that I told you. Let me show what I mean. This baby right there. One second. That's what I've been using for ESS robberies, but I'm pretty sure it's very capable of doing the trail for me, because I have a very fast warp speed, right? 6.28 AU per second. Align time 3.2 seconds, and in case if somebody tried to catch me or bubble me or whatever, you know, try to attack me at the gates, I have that 100 mn afterburner with a 2240 meters per second, or 31. It saved my ass quite a few times on the previous stream. I was surprised how effective it is. So I do have enough tank to survive that, you know, gaining speed, and then as soon as I'm out of range of these people who are like so eager to attack me, you can warp off. So, and plus this ship is impossible to destroy by smart bombs. I think I'm gonna use that one. Yeah, why not? It's just, in order to get to Luminaire, how many freaking jumps I have to make? Luminaire. In front. God damn, what about short trip? Short trip. Vikamia. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Because it's more fun, in my opinion, to do, you know, that exploration. I got tired of it even out of the stream when I was doing it for like 300 points or 350 I gained. It was fast, but it was boring. And now at the stream, it just nothing going on except that sleeper cache. That was fun, but everything else is just is boring as hell. So I would say I would take that that baby on a route, and we take a look at beautiful sights. In the Gallente space and a Mars space, and we're not going to be waiting the full week for it. I'll make a stream sooner than that. So, all right, try to direct message me that link in YouTube, and but even on my own, I'll try to find out how to exchange the points. Anyways, before I go there, maybe I can take like super tanky ship in there. So even if the freaking all these tornadoes will, oh, commanded the latest video. Okay, I'll check it. I'll check it there. All right, thank you. I'll take a look at it. All right, I don't know, for some reason that exhausted me a little sooner than I expected. I don't want to do it no more. We'll try trail next time, and I'll see you soon there. Yeah, thank you for the company, guys. All right, guys, take care. Noblish out.